Right guys, we're back out for a night hunt at the lake. Going back through some of these reworked soils dug up from the lake shore, and our first old thing is George VI. Unfortunately, the other side is pretty roached, so we can't get a year off of it. So we'll see you on the next. Well guys, looks like our first one back at the lake tonight is a weedy. This one is really worn. It was down a good 6 inches deep. Yeah, it's quite roached, and I can't make out a date on it quite yet. So we'll have to wait until the wrap up to see what we got there. See you on the next. Well guys, we're out here. It's actually quite late. We're after 10 o'clock at night. We got our first major signal. This thing is a really thick coin or medallion of some sort. I rubbed it on my pants and I see it looks really old. I see two heads beside each other. I don't know if that's King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. I don't know. It's really strange. I can't get anything off the other side, but I rubbed this side on my pants, and it was way down there deep. Probably almost on bedrock, which is a good sign. But yeah, it came up a really loud 20, 21. And yeah, we're gonna have to see what this thing is when we get back. But this thing definitely looks old. Oh, by the way, we're back out at the lake. We will see you on the next, and hopefully find out what this thing is. Well, we got this signal down good 6 inches. Can't really see. Oh wait, I think I see Canadian maple leaves. Let's give it a little rub and see what if we can see anything on it. Hoping if it's a leaf, it's a Georgie at least. Let's see. 19. Can't still make it here. Have to check out the other side. I don't think it's old though. Let's see what we got here. No, I think it's 1976. Oh well, on to the next. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think we got something good. Let's go down and take a look-see. Do you see, where is it? Here we go. Look at that thing. That's a little bit shimmery, and it ain't quite the size of a dime. So that can only mean one thing. Can you say something that swims in the lake? I think so. I am excited that this is probably a fishy. Watch, it'll probably turn out to be an aluminum thing off of a can. That would be hilarious. But let's see, I think it definitely is a coin. That stuff's gonna come off fairly readily. Let's see what that is. I can't see which side is which. Let's see. Is that even a fishy? I don't think so. I think that's... Oh no. That's definitely a fish scale. It's a coin. It's a little worn on the ends, but I can't... it's really thin. I think whatever it is, it's probably pretty worn. But this thing wasn't even that deep. So, yeah, I can't really make much out on this, but we can always go down to the lake for a little reveal. Why don't we go do that? See you down at the shore. Alright, let's do our dip. Oh, it's such a beautiful night out tonight. The calm before the storm. Try and gently as possible do this. Oh yeah, I can see one side. It's really worn. It's really worn. It's definitely an old Canadian silver, old fishy. I don't know what it is yet, but all right, here we go, guys. What do you think? George, Edward, or Vicky? Oh, wow, man. That's our second Victorian silver here. Holy crap, man. Yeah, that sucker's got some wear to it. I could tell as soon as I got it out of the soil, I could not see any milling marks on the edge. Wow, let's see what year this is. If we can see a year. Oh yeah, baby. We got I think we got, I don't know. Let's check this again. Oh, this is really tough. Either says 1890 or 1870. We're gonna have to look at it with a magnifying glass and see what this is. But that is pretty awesome. Nice. Only my second Vicky fishy ever, so pretty darn cool. See you on the next. Well, we're back out at the lake tonight, and we got ourselves a good 7-inch deep signal. We're down on the original ground, which is somewhere down here. The rest is fill up here, and we got what looks like is a very, very smushed 3-ringer bullet. I can't see any evidence of the rings on this thing, but you can sort of see the center that would have been the rest of it, and it just got totally deformed. It hit something somewhere, probably just the bedrock ground, but yeah, that's our first target of the night, so we'll keep on going and see what else comes up. Well, here's something you don't dig up every day, unless some of you guys do. Yeah, golf club. It was down there fairly deep too. I don't know. Maybe it was here and then got covered with fill. Anyway, I think it's die cast. Good for the scrap metal pile. See you on the next. Well, it's been a long night, and Pickins have been not so good tonight. It's been mostly modern pennies. I think we got one young Elizabeth, a 1961, but I think we finally got something old to cap off the night. And we got a weedy, first weedy tonight, and it's pretty crusty, but it's a 1941. I'll take it. That's our oldest for tonight, and yeah, that's it for tonight. See you on the next time we're out. Bye for now. Well, we're back out at the lake tonight, and we've been going at it for about an hour or so, and we're finally on the board with something older. We got a George VI, and pretty crusty on the other side, but we got 1951. It was in this rocky fill right here, so it might have been moved from somewhere else possibly. Well, we'll see what comes up next. Well guys, we're back out near the lake site, and we're working around this big old stump where we found the 1886 large cent a while back, and this was a really iffy signal. Really small. Had to pull out this big rock, and it was way over off of where I centered my hole, and we got silver here, and I'm guessing this is probably old silver. I think it might be, no, I think it's a dime. I think it's a dime. Not sure what it is yet, but let's turn it over and see. Hopefully it's silver. It's a rainy day. I'm coming out after Liz's live stream, but there's a little bit of a lull in the rain, and my wife wanted me to get out of the house, so here I am. All right. Don't think I can see much on here. I don't want to rub it, but as you can see on the edge, it's definitely a dime. Well, unfortunately, it's not silver at all. It's a 1973. Oh well. Let's see what comes up next. Well, this came up a really nice high 30 signal, and yeah, this turns out to be a storm door pull, which is weird out in the middle of sports fields. Must have been some imported fill, which hey, you never know what's in it. Holy crap, guys, holy crap. We got big copper in the hole, and I think I know what it is already, unless of course it's a play token. Well, we could have colonial copper, or this could be just a play token. It is a schoolyard, so let's take it out and find out. Moment of truth. Aw, man. Oh boy. It's Keith Primo. Not what I was looking for, but kind of cool anyway. Steve Eiserman. Oh well. See you on the next. Alright, so we got the culmination of about 4 hunts here. The recent ones I've done at the lake and the school nearby. So we got the junk the usual cans, nails, sorts of other few bottle caps here and there and stuff. These things, broken glass with these caps on them, come up. And then over here, it's sort of in the junk, but it's scrap. So I got this. I think this was the old top of a fence. Near a fence I found it, and some other stuff. Aluminum, scrap aluminum. I got some copper wire around an old pole. There's a whole bunch of these things around it, and yeah, that door handle. This thing's got a bit of copper on it, so just take that off, and yeah. Now the relics we saw, we got that golf club, and that's, I guess, more scrap metal than relic, really. But this was interesting, this lighter. I just cleaned it up. I'm not sure how old this thing is, but it's aluminum, so it's probably post-war, maybe 1950s. Not quite sure. Have to look it up. It says Skipper on the bottom. Flamagas SA. Very interesting. And then we've also found a lot of shells around this place. Some of them going back quite a long time. There's a long history of shooting back before it was a park. We got some this quite heavy bullet and quite smushed. It's in an area where there's the bedrock is pretty close, so I'm not sure if they were firing from a distance at the rock and it hit and smushed on it. But yeah, you can tell that was something, and it just turned inside out. This thing, I'm not sure. It's heavy. I guess it's about the same size as this, but I don't know if that's a 3-ring bullet. It was definitely some sort of bullet, but it's just ripped to shreds. Really strange. I did find a shell casing last year out in that area that the side was blown off of it. So I don't think that would have been very good for the person firing that round, because it looks like it kind of exploded in the chamber. And then here's a little, not sure, it's a small caliber, probably 22, but yeah. This one was interesting. I got a penny signal. I dug it and then put my pinpointer in the hole, and it kept detecting something down deeper, so I kept digging and digging and digging, and I'm down about 10 inches deep, and I find this. It was in an area with near parking area that had crushed gravel, and this was below the crushed gravel layer and into the original soil, so it's got to be a bit old. This is just from the park. No, it's just an aluminum button, I guess. Nothing too special. Maybe it's old, I don't know. Older. And then we got the coins, which, yeah, this is 4 hunts, so we have quite a few pennies, probably about 40 or so, just the modern Canadian coppers, a little pile of zinc. This was that token that we found. I guess it's the 1998 Team Canada hockey coin set that McDonald's in Canada released back in 1997. So that was kind of neat. I guess it's been sitting in the ground for a while. And we ended up with a couple clad. One was just by a spill with a penny, and then this one was that one by the big old stump near where I found the 1886 large cent. Kind of fooled me on that one. I don't know, I think I reduced in the F2, I reduced my iron bias down a little bit, and I think that's what caused me to get that signal to hit up better. I had been running it at 9 just because this area has so many bottle caps in it, that I just want to concentrate on the old coppers and silver for now, and do different hunts later. And got a few young Elizabeths, 60, 64. Don't know what that one is, but just a few of those. I think out of all of it, we only got 2 Georges, 2 1951s, Centennial Penny. We got that Wheat Cent 1941. Pretty roasted. And we got the 3 Memorial Coppers, 2 Zinkins, and a Clad Rosie. And then we get to, I guess, the best, and unfortunately this only came on 1 hunt, so we haven't had too great of finds on 3 out of the 4, but yeah, on the one this was pretty decent. This is a Canada 60th Anniversary Confederation, 1867 to 1927, and this is actually King George V and Queen Mary of Teck, his wife. And yeah, this was because of World War I, Canada didn't celebrate the 50th anniversary of Confederation. So they decided in 1927 to celebrate the 60th. The other side is supposed to have a the Canadian coat of arms on it, but it's not in good shape at all. It's a lot more roasted on that side. And this thing came up really loud signal too. No kidding. Look at how thick that thing is. And I guess it's, I looked it up, it's made of bronze. This is a bit different than your regular coppers. And then the best find of all was the Vicky Fishy. This was pretty nice. A little bit worn, but it definitely, both of these were found in an area. I have historic photos from this area. I guess from around 1910 or so, and it shows from the other shore looking at the area, and you can see 2 boathouses and 3 boats out on the water with people in very early 20th century clothing. And it just up from the slope from where those boathouses were is where I found these 2. And since discovering that, I've been hounding that area and thinking there had to be some sort of evidence from back of the activity there. So yeah, finally some evidence of activity. And yeah, we got the 1890. Awesome stuff. Well, that's it for now, and we will see you on the next video. Maybe get a group of hunts together, or if we have a really good one, just film the one. Please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.